Good morning, everybody. I am Brandon, also known as KushanGaming. You guys, sorry about that. I will be previewing or the just released Command Live scenario, Aegean in Flames today. Sorry about that. Not my best intro there. So this is the just released Aegean in Flames Command Live scenario that just came out a couple of hours ago. This is a simulated conflict between Greece and Turkey. We will be playing as Greece today. So our orders are going to be to strike several targets within Turkey. Most of our initial missions, though, are already set up. Let's just let things play out here. Lots of fighters around, which are mostly currently arming as we speak. No cap on station? Oh, they're taking off. Okay, so cap should be taking up here in a couple minutes. So let's start with our forces from the north. We have Thessalonica International Airport, which we've got some F-16s. We've got Larissa Air Base with more F-16s. Farther down, more towards central Greece, we have Aegian Air Base with more F-16s. So just to get out of the way, Greece has basically all F-16s. I believe there's may still be a couple of F4s somewhere in here, but their inventory, well, I guess they have some Mirages too, I'm sorry. But it's all primarily F-16s. Some Mirage 2000s, which are currently arming for anti-surface strike. They are going to be taking off here in about, they've got 6 hours until they're ready. They are all armed with Exocet missiles. I may change that mission when the time comes, but we'll leave them as they are for right now. Elefsina, we've got early warning aircraft. Araxos, F-16Cs, armed with a mix of air-to-air and strike. And some Block 52. Oh, yeah. More F-16Ds armed for strike. And Androvita with, there's their F4s. F4s are mainly all armed for strike. And then a number of that are not available. On Crete, we got Suda. 16 F-16s. Actually, more than that. There's another 20. So we got 16 F-16Ds and another 20 F-16Cs. Mainly all armed for air-to-air, with the Ds armed for strike. And then we got Castelli, which has F-16Cs right now. Or Ds and Cs, I'm sorry. I keep missing that. And then I believe that some of our Mirages or F-16s are going to be relocating down to Castelli here in a couple of hours. As for service groups, we have a couple. So first we have our Hydra 1 SAG. I'm going to turn this group around based off of previous experiences. Going through this straight there just ends badly. And we're going to rendezvous up with Hydra 2. A couple of submarines. I'm going to summon them to the surface. I'm not sure what their initial orders are. And then to the north, we've got Hydra 4. They are moving to the north. I'm going to leave them on that for now. We've got one SSK, I'm sorry, two SSKs that are already surfaced. They can continue doing what they're doing. Couple of patrol boats, they can stay where they're at. This sub I know for a fact is already moving in this direction. There is a Turkish naval base over here at Izmir. We are going to have LSTs coming out at some point here in a little bit, so I'm going to move these forces and keep them where they're at, as the case may be, to block those LSTs from getting out, or at least slow them down. Over in the Eastern Med, we have a lot less forces. So, on Cyprus, we have an airport. Right now we only have a couple of Hinds. We've got some UAVs, some Apaches. And then one small task force with Hydra 3, which only consists of 2 frigates and a patrol craft. I'm going to change this group, though, to go like that. And then we also have a couple of SSKs out this way as well. And I think that's the quick overview of our forces. We'll be getting into details later. Oh, we also have a couple of islands. Not very much on the islands here. Mainly some Kiowas in most cases. Lots of troops. Before things get hot, I am going to relocate these 2 Pumas that are set for search and rescue. I'm going to relocate these back over here to Skiros. I found that once the scenario gets going, basically trying to maintain search and rescue out of Lesbos just gets really difficult because the Turkish cap is right over here. And so your healers basically get up and then they get shut down. I'm going to leave the Kiowas where they're at. We may get some use out of them later. We also have some Kiowas here on Chios. And we have another down here on Samos. And before I forget, I need to get some more UAVs up here. Let's go to Suda. I'm gonna get one of my Hurons up. And then I think it's Castelli. Why aren't you selecting the airbase? There we go. I think Castelli has another Pegasus, yeah. Internal. So we'll get a Pegasus up too. Kushan has finished his beauty sleep. Yes, Pixel, I finished my beauty sleep and I still managed to screw up my intro. Nitrogen 99, this is a fresh start. For those that were interested in last week's stream, where I had the F-16s that were not engaging, think we found the issue. Apparently they were RTB, and I missed that. And so when one unit of a group is Winchester, it can cause some weird behavior. So that was with the issue that we were kind of spent a lot of last week trying to bug fix. But sounds like it was just my own dumb fault. I'm going to summon these subs to the surface too. Good morning, Robbie. Morning duty calls, Amano. Good morning, Gamer 1745. So let's take a look at our targets. So our main targets. Actually, 1 second. I will pull up our targets. So if you go into your command install folder, it has a couple of documents in there now. So Aegean and Flames. So there's 2 documents, one for the Greek high value targets and one for if you're playing as Turkey. So as the Greeks, our targets are mainly the drilling platforms and research vessels. Each one will give us 500 points. There is some S-400 batteries. These will give us 400 points. Turkish runways destroyed at Bandurma, Belaksir, and Dawama, and Sigli. If we damage them greater than 80%, we'll get 150 points. Turkish amphibious LST, 150 points. The engine plant and refineries, those will get us 100. Turkish frigates will get us 100, and their support aircraft in the form of KC-135s and their wedge tails will be another 100 points. And we get a whopping 1,000 points if we go after Turkey's presidential palace. So as far as the drilling ships, there's a group over here. There's a group right here. There's a group here. And I think that's it for the drilling ships. And then their LSTs, like I said, should be coming out of Izmir here in a couple of hours. And the other reason I'm not continuing last week's stream, Nitrogen 99, is I kind of nuked Turkey last week at the end. I may or may not have added an Ohio SSBN over towards Italy, and I may not have emptied its magazines. We are going to have a little bit here before things heat up. What is going on there? Okay, this is a first. Their F-16s are actually going for my helicopters. That's new. And they're overflying my airspace. I'm pretty sure this is a violation of international rights. That's interesting. My own F-16s are moving in to engage. Or I should say investigate, since we are not currently hostile. I'm not quite ready to kick off hostilities yet, but if I can run their cap around, I won't complain. Got another 2 pairs of F-16s coming in to investigate our lowly little helos. Alright, I should probably get another... Oh, there's my Pegasus. Order you that direction. I'm going to bring this sub up to comms depth. And let's get another couple of F-16s onto station here. Capscuros launch. That's interesting. I wonder if... Yeah, they're all just gonna chase my helicopters. Okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. If I engage now, I'm gonna lose my only 2 search and rescue assets. Wow. Although my own fighters are closing in now. Oh, no guts, no glory. Should I... 2-2? No. As much as I feel like I should engage here. Oh no, we do. Let's do this. Fire 2. I mean, I just don't have that many AMRAMs for that group. At least not until my own 4th group gets onto station. Select new home base. Skiros. Select new home base. Skiros, clear the... Okay. Helos should now be RTBing. Let's bring them up to 2,000 feet. They don't need to be down that low. Let's see, I do have a couple of F-16s over here at Skiros, don't I? I do. 2 that are ready to go. I'm split between engaging now or waiting. Let's do it now. I'm going to launch the ready fighters from Skiros, though, first. Select mission, Cap Skiros launches group. And then I'm going to set hostile and let everybody just do their thing. Commander, you made your first hit against the Turkish armed forces. We crossed the Rubicon. Political means are set aside for the next 48 hours. Focus on your objectives as set and defined by KYSEA, Greek government's Supreme Political and Military Council. Stay vigilant. Alright, so we did take a couple losses ourselves there. That didn't go nearly as well as I was hoping it was going to go. I really should have let my healers get out of there first. Yeah, I just lost both my helos. Yeah, you should RDB. And go to burner. Go up to 36,000 feet. So overall, that could have gone better. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to dive. The reason I'm diving is I don't want to be at the same altitude as the F-16. I want there to be a difference. Because if he still has missiles left... Okay, he's turning away. We can just go to auto, back up to 36,000. Okay. Alright, so we should be good for getting back to base now. Where's the missile launch coming from? Oh, it's coming from... south. We have a goblin? Oh, that's... Okay, you are definitely hostile. I'm going to direct... my own ASW assets after it. I'm going to send my sub after it. I think he's going in that direction. Sub can dive. Avoid cavitation. I want you to go to cruise and go as deep as possible. Alright, well now that I lost my 2 rescue helos, I don't think I actually have anything else that can do SAR. Yeah, that was kind of a dumb move on my part, but you know what? I'm gonna get my Kiowas up from Chios, and then I know all this is hostile. I don't want to blanket do that. I know those are hostile. I know those are hostile. Those are hostile. That is all hostile. I'm not sure about that's probably hostile, but there is merchants around, so I don't want to just blanket. That's all hostile. Okay, so Hydra 1 or Hydra 3, I'm sorry, didn't take actually did take damage. I lost my frigate. I lost my Miko. That's or Hydra. But we actually get points for rescuing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send my frigate out, or my fast guided missile patrol craft. Commander, intel from National Intelligence Service suggests that many Turkish artillery units are missing from their bases. Turkish land forces seems to have mobilized their long-range missile batteries, including MLRS, T-300, Kasigra, and Yildirim ballistic missiles. In addition, Turkish naval forces SAT and SAS are conducting exercises near the Strait of Izmir. In iospheres, that is a cover-up, hiding the incursion of recon units in nearby Greek main islands, Chios, Limnos, Lesvos, and Skiros. In Cyprus, several MBT Leo 2A4 have been deployed across the Green Line. UN peacekeeping forces have alerted the Cypriot government. Alright, as I was saying, I'm going to get my frigate out of here. But I need to turn off the Sentinel-2 map. I want to go here, then go out. Turn off BG. Okay, there we go. I want to make sure I was going to clear land here. So BMG layer can come back on, Sentinel-2 can come back on. Where the Sentinel-2 lines up with the actual coastline in games isn't quite 100%. So frigate will go out. Our frigate should be able to rescue everybody. More Turkish camp coming up on the station, which I should reinforce with more of my own. Unassign them. Who else do I have up here? That's strike escort. How much do I have on station right now, anyway? 2, 4. Those are drones. So 6 on station. Oh, they want to go investigate. What is the... Okay, I want to adjust this, because I don't want those two F-16s down that far by themselves. Because if they go down there, it's going to trigger more cap. Oh, and he's actually going for my Kiowas. You guys... RTB. Fine. Leave it as it was. Never mind. Alright. We're going to shorten that patrol zone, or that patrol box a little bit. And we got a couple of patrol craft coming out of the Strait of Izmir. The sub, go like that. Avoid capitation. Go to cruise and go as deep as possible. This one, same thing. Void cavitation, go to flank, or go to full, and then go as deep as possible. So they should now be sprinting to their positions. And actually, I'll have to watch those two ASW helos. In fact, right now, while Turkey doesn't have anything on station, since all their capital looks like it's falling back, that is probably a support aircraft. 110 knots, yeah, that's a UAV. That F-16 is just on a recon mission. Yeah, so their cap is actually pulling back, which is good. I'm going to send... Oh, they can go back onto the mission. Select mission. I'm going to see if I can close those two ASW helos. Never mind. I missed those two F-16s back there. Oh, Cartus, that yeah, we figured out what that was. The F-16s were actually, one of them was Winchester, and so it was causing just some weird behavior. It was my own, kind of my own fault for not realizing that. Have this up come up. All right, so we have found the Goblin. I'm going to order my S60 in. I'm going to order it to manually fire its torpedo when it gets within range. So we do have to be careful about engaging every subsurface contact because there is an American SSN in the area. But we know this one is hostile because this one is fired on us. But just something to be aware of. As far as I know, there isn't any biologics in the area. Although that would be kind of nice. Although biologics, because of their speed, it's usually pretty easy to tell a submarine from like a whale or a school of fish. Oh, we lost the sub. torpedoes away. Should start doing a search pattern here. Unit orders, ASW. Do we not have... Oh, there's the torpedo. I'm sorry, I selected the wrong unit. Okay, so we caught him... Okay, so the dipping sonar did pick him up before. Did we have a... We didn't have depth on him. I think that near tip's gonna miss. Oh, no, it may have him. It's got him. Got him. Nice. Morning, Defense Grease. While you're here, I just have a quick question for you. If you're playing as the Greeks, is it supposed to be generating a down pilot for the Turkish side? Or just for the Greek side? Okay. I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not. Gamer1745, why is racing to do it? Well, the thing is that the school fish only move at like 5 knots, and so generally most sub patrols are going over that. Unless it's just a diesel basically at steerage. So it's usually pretty easy to tell, because same thing with like telling a merchant vessel from a military ship, because most military ships are going faster. Although most of these, well, actually that's not the case here, because most of these ferries are actually going at 20 knots, so that's not too bad. Sometimes they tend to get set to just like a lower patrol setting, and so you can tell because they're going at like 5 knots, whereas the patrol boat or missile boats are going at 60. Duty calls. I don't know if I'm going to play this from both sides. It looks like my patrol craft has cleared the islands. My own sub here now can reroute north. We have an FFL. Does have a hull sonar. Does not have a towed array though. But we do got some parries up here. Actually, that's interesting. I didn't realize that these P333s don't have a hull sonar. That's something to keep in mind. Although I guess when you're paired with a pair of Perry frigates, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the F-246 does have a hull sonar. Okay. I want to reroute these two subs. I'm going to reroute that way. This one, reroute over there. Okay, so Turkish cap looks like it's fallen back now. So now I should be able to get away with this. What are clouds at? Clouds are at 7 to 16,000 feet. Helos are at 150. So I want to do a point there and a point there. When you get there, go down to 7. So when you get to that point, go down to 6. And then I am going to detach that group to help cover, just in case those two F-16s that are incoming decide to interfere. Okay, this group's going to get hung up on the land, so go that way, then go north. Yeah, they're getting hung up on the shore. Just order them out of their formation. Go to cruise. Okay, that should get this group up to full speed as soon as they clear the strait. And I want manual allocation. Pair of AMRAAMs at each one. Actually, it looks like they're coming for me. So I'm going to order these two groups. Engage those two. Circle this group. And begin diving down. Where do you think you're going? I'm gonna unassign these from. Alright, should be coming into missile range. Actually, we should already be in missile range. No, not that. Fire 2. Alright, we got incoming AMRAAMs. 4 incoming AMRAAMs. Should start dodging now. Gotcha. Alright, we did lose one of my own F-16s there. Weapon is out of range. I wonder why it's... Oh, because he's too low. That's why. Okay, you guys already have your missiles allocated, correct? No. Fire 2. And fire 2. Okay, so both of my AMRAAMs missed. You should stay inside, right? Oh no, we got another 2. Come on. As soon as you turn in... Or no. Actually, I think I tried to fire that bearing only. Yeah, you're not a bearing only launch. So what I need to do is manual launch, fire. You can now RDB. Go to afterburner. Got him. Where's my two southern ones at? Not quite within range yet, although close. You actually should RTB and go to burner. Let's clear the area quickly. Yeah. So. Unassigned from the mission. But still RTB and still get out of there quickly. Alright, so they should all get out of there just fine with no issues. Oh, radar from the island's getting in the way here. And actually just abort this, that ain't gonna work. Get out of there. Come back up to 36,000. I really need those two helos to go, because those two helos are going to make it difficult for my submarines to operate in this area. So they have to go sooner rather than later, but I have to kind of catch their cap when there's nothing on station. No, run away at full speed. They should turn back here shortly. I wonder how far those two plan to chase me. Well, we have my answer. As soon as you turn around and come within bore sight limit, take them. Your radar's on? That's why you're not seeing them. Radar's on. You take the closer one. Got one. Are we going to get two? Nope, we're going to get one. Alright, so you can go to RTB, go to burner, and run for home. I think I forgot... Oh no, all my UAVs are moving. Okay, so Hercules are up. They are bringing ammunition to Castelli. Oh, I actually triggered F-16 from my southern cap. I'm not opposed to you coming off a station. Radar's on. Go AMRAAMs. Alright, so AMRAAMs are now expended. Oh, I think we have it. There we go. Hang on, I need to make a save right here. Save. Sorry guys, I think I just found the aircraft diving down to low level bug again. I've been trying to remember to make a save when this happened. Because as far as I can tell, fly Thunder 16. There's no reason for this flight to be down at 300 feet. Like they're not dodging. There's nothing. So either way, they can now RTB anyway. But I need to make sure I grab that save. Been trying to squash this one for a while, and remember to make a save of it. Do they don't have anything else on cap right now, so maybe now is the time to use my... I wonder, do I think I can get away with this? Fire 2. Okay, so selected target, fire 2. Fire 2. You can fire 2. We'll go with infrared. I may still be able to get my helo kills here. Let's go to burner. Let's close the in. Probably want to be up a little higher than that. Maybe, let's say 5,000 feet. Alright, that gives us the radar track we needed. And there's currently no cap in place. Now, assuming I don't get shot down here, Alright, as soon as we get over these mountains, we should be getting... Where's the missile? Oh, SAM launch. Okay. For a reason we're not firing here? Target's out of the designated launch zone. Okay, so... Let's go to WRA. That was my... AIM 2000 IRST. Now if I... Alright, missiles are away. Let's go to Afterburner and RTB. Alright, we... Deployment... Alright, so we did get... Alright, so we destroyed one. I also lost one of my F-16s. He can climb and run back to base at full speed. We did get a piece of that one, though. Yeah, see, he's descending down again. Okay. I don't know how many I had available at the start here, but I can look and tell you how many I've lost. So I have lost, let's see, 1, 3, 4, 5. I've lost 7. And in turn, I've killed 6, and I've killed 9. So it's slightly in my favor, although they have taken out one of my frigates already, and they did kill 2 of my rescue helos. Alright, so destroyed those 2 patrol boats. 4 exosets used. And 1 wasted. And 1 missed, so it kind of evens out there. Expenditures so far. I have used up 21 AMRAAMs of various models. I've used 7 AIM 2000. 5 AIM-9Ms. Decoys don't count. 1 near tip and 4 exosets that I just mentioned. The Turkish side has used 12 AMRAAMs, 9 Sidewinders, and a couple of extended range Sea Sparrows, and 2 harpoons. When did they use the Sea Sparrows? Oh, the Sea Sparrows, those SAMs I saw earlier must have come from their naval units. Whereas I thought they were from a SAM battery, they must have come from the naval group. Karth, this is 2020. This isn't 1987. AMRAAMs weren't around in 1987. But as far as expenditures, we should have a fair few. We don't have unlimited supply of AMRAAMs, but we should have enough for our purposes. Thing is, both sides are going to should in theory take a hammering. We're both use pretty much the same hardware with the same ranges when it comes to air units anyway. Yeah, see, like here at Aegeos, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that properly. We have, well, I guess we only have 10 AMRAAMs available in magazines, but we have 80 actually armed right now. Larissa has 67 AMRAAMs total, 37 in the magazines. Thessaloniki up here has 10 in the magazines. Tanagra probably doesn't have any because it's mainly it's a Mirage base. Osina probably doesn't have any since it's support base. But then we also have Araxos back here. How much was base there? 8 in the magazines, 56 if you include what's actually armed on our aircraft right now. And Ravita, 26 in the magazines. So we definitely don't have an unlimited supply of AMRAAMs here. But if you look at rearming times, 1 day and 12 hours actually should give us plenty. Alright, and then no AMRAAMs actually at Castelli. That's good to know. I probably made a little bit of a mistake kicking things off as early as I did. I probably should have waited until they did. Mainly because I could have taken advantage of a lull like this if I had some strike units ready to go. And waiting to kick off hostilities would have left that to be a possibility. Whereas right now I have nothing that I can actually strike with. Actually, I take that back. I do probably have some units I can strike with. Okay, we do have some harms ready to go, and we do have GBU 24 pave waves, but I'm not opening up an attack with pave waves. That's just asking for your units to get blown away. I do have Mavericks, JDAMs, JSOWs. I don't have JSOWs for another 4.5 hours. Yeah, so I do have a couple of strike aircraft that I could commit now, but I just don't feel right opening up with Mavericks and JDAMs. That's just... But I also don't know what I'm going to have for standoff. A couple of units with JSOWs. I mean, I might as... Anti-runway. On second thought, I'm not really going to have a whole lot of standoff. I thought... Was it Suda? Yeah, okay, so Suda actually does have JSOWs ready to go. Okay, so those... This is an ASW group. There's 2 Parries and the ATA. Or it's a Parry and 2 ATAs. But I'm pretty sure it's the 2... This is 2 Parries. Okay, so more special ammunition has been delivered to Castelli. So that would be, I think, the R550 magic ones and the exosets, I think, are what was delivered here. By the way, before I forget, I want to divert you to south. This is a lone patrol gunboat that I have over here. That is about to run into 3... I think it's 2 frigates or 3 frigates. 2 frigates and a corvette. But I also know that there's an ASW strike aimed at our gunboat here. So I'm going to turn him south. Let him run around the group. And then I'm going to turn my sub to the north a little bit. In fact, I'm going to give my sub here a mission. I want you to patrol somewhere in the box right there. But then I want your engagement zone to be something like that. So assign new mission, patrol. Alright, so there's the patrol zone. There's the prosecution zone. And then random with an area. Your transit is loiter. Okay, that should be good enough. Assigned a mission. Alright, so he should now be engaged offensive. And then I'm going to send him down to... Your radars aren't on, right? Oh, your radars are on? Oh. That was bad. What's the layer at right here? Layer is at 300 feet, so go just over the layer. And I just lost my gunboat. What did I just lose my gunboat to? Oh, you got hit by harpoons, but I never saw the harpoons coming. Weapon launch. From where? Oh, they're going after my Orion. Or they did get my Orion. You know what? Go to cruise. I'm going to pull these three off station. I'm going to go after that Persuader. More missile launches. SAMs. Oh, they're going after my exosets. Too late. Not going to get there in time anyway, so. Plus, the more they expend against, got the Corvette. Well, that's good news. That's 2 missiles that they're not going to have to use against me later. Alright, so Hydra 1 can turn in. I'm going to temporarily turn off my radars and my sonar and my ECM and go to full. Actually go to flank. Plan is to run in as close as I can, unleash my harpoons as close as I can, mainly at the parries. And then if the parries can go away, that should let me slip in my 2 submarines. And I actually do have harpoons on my S-120 here. Well, that's good to know. Okay, so you're actually at Bang Amcon. Your radars are off. And your radars are off. That's good. That Persuader's going in after my submarine. You turn directly south, go as deep as you... Oh, no. Yeah. Summon. I should have ordered... I wanted to order them to flank. You guys can go to military power. Alright, so you... avoid cavitation, go to flank, and then go as deep as possible, and just run. So we can cut the corner here a little bit. Alright, so there's another Persuader there. A couple of F-16s on cap over there, but I should be able to get at least this Persuader. Turn him farther to the south. When you get within range... Okay, so he's down at 1,000 feet. I'm going to have to dive here. So when you get to that point... 5,000? That should be good. Gonna pull that patrol craft back a little bit. Alright, so when you guys get within range, I'll manually order you. I don't want you to fire at max range. Alright, so starting to pick up survivors. Who... Oh, you're already fired. Okay. Be nice to get the Persuader with my first shot. But it is kind of a long shot. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Alright, so there's my two service action groups. Alright, so they should be about the same course. Got it. Nice. Okay, so those two F-16s are probably, unassigned from the mission, turn around. I was gonna say, those two F-16s are probably aggressive. No, 350 knots, actually they're not. That's surprising. So you guys can go cruise speed. I figure they would have actually been engaged offensive, but they're not. I'm gonna bring them around now and see if I can go after those two, probably S-70s again. Alright, move the gunboat back closer into shore. Just about have all the survivors picked up. Kiwas are ready in about another 4 hours. They don't have any cap up right now. Okay. What do I think I can get away with here? Mavericks, JDAMs. Take a look here. That's just a support base. Mavericks. Harm's not ready to go for another 4 hours. Alright. Harms and I'm gonna unassign from that mission. Pegasus. Anti-runway bomblets. That's nice. What's the range on the GBU-24 paveways? 8 nautical miles. Okay. Wedgetail. And another ASW Hilo. Alright. Plan is forming in my head here. First target would probably be the oil refinery. I do know there's at least 2 SAM batteries protecting it. Looks like one's an iHawk, and the other is a Rapier battery. Move that group north. Okay, so we got an iHawk and a Rapier battery, plus whatever SAMs are from there. That battery we think is an iHawk. Okay. Alright, I'm going to send in... How many harms do I have? That's the other question. So... I don't have that many harm missiles. I only have 6 in the magazine, so I don't even have enough to rearm my... a full load out of all 4 of my F-16s if I need them. Okay, so I'm going to set up a... Okay, I think I've... Arms... Take you guys off the scramble mission. We'll save the anti-runway weapons for later. Although it is really tempting to make a run at Sigley right now. Well, there's no cap, but I know as soon as I got in there, something would pop up. So I'm gonna launch... two groups of F-16 CJs with AMRAAMs. They'll provide escort. I'm going to set up a couple. Strike mission. Izmir Refinery land strike. Flight is typical 2 fighters. Enforce flight size. Alright, so mission doctrine. I'm going to keep it paused. So, what I want... Actually cancel abort their launch. So they're gonna be escorts for this mission. I'm gonna send them along as escorts. And then the actual strike will be carried out by my F-16Ds with the GBU-24s. They're going for the strike mission, and then let's go back into the mission editor here. Let's find the strike. Izmir Refinery. So mission doctrine, weapon release. Per shooter, 2 rounds, 1 target. Service contact, land structures, inherit 2 rounds, inherited 1 unit. Okay, so that should be good. 4 F-16s for the strike roll, a number of escorts. So escort doctrine. You are actually weapons free for the air. MCOM is allowed to be active. I don't need to change any of that. And then escort. distance, 80 nautical miles is too far away. Stick within, let's say 30 miles? 20 miles. Maximum threat response is 20 miles. I may adjust that. 80 feels too far away. Number of investigate unknown contacts. Hostile contacts. All flights are fine. Unknown. One flight's fine. Mission trigger. We're gonna trigger it ourselves. And let's go. Okay, I may have to launch. They should launch automatically here in a minute. If not, I'll just go ahead and launch it myself. Okay. Launches group. I'll just do this myself. Launches group. Launches group. Launches group. Launch. Launches group. Launches group. Okay. So strike should take off. You're above the clouds. Let's drop you down. Say 6,000 feet. That should let them at least see something. You know, my infantry section around Dalaman isn't seeing anything. I don't think I have anything that far down south that's ready to go yet, though. Maybe it's Suda? Suda's probably got something I could strike with. Jasows, which I don't have a lot of Aegean 154Cs to go around, so I want to save those. Harmton Jasows. Looks like the real only anti-runway stuff I have is up there at Aglios. What's your strike range anyway? Profile 470 nautical miles. So they could, in theory, reach Dalaman. That's tempting. That's really tempting. Although I'd probably rather use them against Sigley. It's actually not a bad idea. I was gonna wait. No, because there's definitely SAMs with that task group, so I'll probably wait to go after Sigley. Although it is tempting to run in now. We know you're hostile, we know you're hostile. We know all that's hostile.
Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain. Tactical. Buster 2-1. Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain.
Looks like the Turkish task force is getting stuck up on the shoreline. Alright, let's bring the subs up. I did have F-16s, yes I did. I almost forgot about you guys, so turn. You do. Weapon is out of weapons range. Imprecise targets. So you guys drop down 12,000 feet.
Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain.
Okay, so that's a little better. Turn in, manual allocation. As soon as you get a solution, fire. And you... Actually, you know what? Don't waste the AMRAAMs. I take that back. What's the range of the 15 nautical miles? Not quite within range yet. I haven't forgotten about them. Got them both. Nice. Alright, so you guys can turn. Come back up to altitude. Alright, strike's forming up. While that may be true, Cartris, getting rid of those two helos makes it easier for my own submarines. Why are you using battery? Oh, because you're just below periscope depth. That's why. Okay, so we rescued one more down pilot to rescue, then we've got all of them recovered. need to bring sub up to recharge the battery. Okay, so battery's recharging now. That's good. Although that Persuader's coming back. Or another Persuader's coming back, I should say. Which means that they are still hunting that submarine. If you get within range of him, I close and see if you can't. You should be able to get within range. Be really nice to get rid of another Seahawk. I'm terrible with submarine operations. I try to get sneaky, and every single time I seem to screw it up. And another Seahawk down. Nice. That's either a strike coming in, or that's cap. These are probably cap. That looks an awful lot like a strike. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run SAG 1 and SAG 2 can go up to cruise now. Also, stop emitting radars and turn on jammers. Same thing for group 2, radars off. ECM on. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off, same thing with my helos. Radars off. Okay, so who still has their radar on? Oh, Spirit One. Yeah, radar's off. Who is turning their radars on? No, I said radars off. There we go. Okay. Alright, so turn now. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that is a strike coming in right there. I'm gonna turn my fighters in. they can drop down to 12,000. Where's the missiles? Oh, coming for my UAVs up north. Actually, before I forget, how's my SAG coming down south? They're closing in nicely. Again, you can go jammers on. Oh no. Oh, yeah, those are SAMs. Looks like they got a hit on one of my UAVs. And I lost the other one. Looks like we're going to have Cap coming in on my strike here shortly. Where's my escorts at? You guys detach and move north. I'm going to manually do this. Go to military power. And actually manually engage those two. Ignore my plotted course. Assign from the mission. Go north. Who just fired? I could have swore I just heard, Oh! That's yeah, it's probably my F-16s. They're firing at the Persuader. And those multi-rolls are actually coming after my fighters. Now hopefully they can get the Persuader, and then I'm going to turn and run them for home. Actually, Actually, they're almost within Iris-T range. More missiles incoming? At who? Oh, those are AMRAAMs. They've got to be AMRAAMs. Ignore my plotted course. Hopefully those two survive. Okay, at least get my own shot in, please. Oh, they're too low. That's why. Where's my other escort group at? Deploy you north. Engage. Alright, got one of them. Got both of them. Good. But he did get off a return shot. Oh, that was close. That was close. Assigned a mission. Back to the escort. Target is out of range? Okay, so there is... Sorry, guys. Alright. RTBU. Why aren't you... Why are you down so low? Alright, so strike is closing in on Izmir. We actually do have a couple of AMRAAMs left, so I'm going to have this rejoin the escorts. And currently no cap up that way. That's good. My F-16s need to be RTB and run for home. Okay, stop your dodging. Group MCON, Group Doctrine. I'm sorry, I knew it. Group Doctrine. Group Doctrine, automatic evasion is no. Turn and run for home as fast as you can. Go up to max altitude and run. Speed is your best defense. I definitely pushed it too far with that group. I did get the Persuader, though. Alright, so they're climbing up to my altitude and now dive back down. Somebody got a fish away. Who just fired a torpedo? I wonder if the S-111 got a torpedo away. I just heard something fire. Oh, we got a Goblin. Although I gotta be careful with that one. That one actually may be the US sub. And before I forget, we got the strike going in. So harms are away. I wish they wouldn't have done that. They expended all their ammo or all their harms on like on one target. I should have adjusted that a little bit. And we actually didn't get the IHOC because they're still firing. Okay, so one second thing to do is mission doctrine, before I forget, is turn off automatic evasion because automatic evasion is no. Because otherwise they're just going to get into the death spiral. So just keep heading on in. What are you doing? Why are you still... Oh, no. Come on. Almost within range. Why is it not switching to group view? Okay, so we got one bomb off. Whatever. I wish that would get adjusted with how well, like, SAMs and stuff target, like, bombs. Like, it feels like they're too accurate versus bombs and missiles. Like, and that's just all around, but I don't get to criticize anymore. Alright, let's pull the cat back. Just RTB, everybody. This ain't gonna work. Turn back, turn around, go to burner. Yeah. If my harms wouldn't have expended all, if I would have manually done that and not expended all my harms against the IHawk battery, that probably would have worked, but yeah, just RTB. Pixel, with CMO, there is no longer any standalone expansions right now. Everything is built into the main game. I don't think you can buy the expansions and still get standalone anyway. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure when CMO came out, they all got merged into the base game. Well, their other heal is going to come within range of my SA8 battery. So when he comes within range, fire 2. Probably going to get another Seahawk here. Alright, so the real question is, did this sub make it? And what about this one? Where are you at? Okay, so while they're surfacing, Hydra 3 is pretty much done what I told it to do. Close in just a little bit more here. And then I'm going to fire my harpoons down their throats. And I may even close in for gun range. In fact, I could actually just go right for the drilling ship if I really wanted to. So let's see. So the Boscata, they have a whole sonar. Perry is probably the one that I should go first here. Yeah, it's got the towed array. The others with whole sonars are dangerous, but the Perrys have a towed array which has at least a 40 nautical mile range. So those are going to be the primary targets with this run here. Chunky Mo, it goes on sale pretty regularly over on Steam. Typically speaking, I think the Steam summer sale usually starts end of June, beginning of July. But I don't know with everything going on right now if that's actually going to be the case or not. But that's typically what they do. Matrix, I think, also run a summer sale about the same time, but I don't know. I can't remember. Actually, if the harpoons miss, I could probably just charge in with guns at this range. All right, so we're gonna expend, let's say, 2 or let's say 3 harpoons against that parry, and then the other 3 against that parry. Radars can now go, or radars are on apparently. SAM launch. Let's give them more stuff to worry about. 4 harpoons, target on that frigate. Go. Wait, did they shoot down like all 3 of those missiles like right after they launched? That was kind of crap. Engage defensive? No, you're not. You don't need to be engaged defensive. They're firing air-to-air missiles. There's no need to be engaged defensive. Automatic evasion off. Well, we're gonna have to do this the hard way then. Go north and engage with guns. Because that was completely and utterly useless. Yeah. That was kind of crap. They are pretty old, but yeah. Am I within gun range yet? I am not within gun range. Oh, they're going after my own Seahawk. Go low and go to military power as best you can. Yeah, well. Alright, so we're gonna have to do this a different way. Apparently I still have harpoons left. Why didn't they fire? Well, don't fire them now. Gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Wonder why these two didn't fire. I thought that like parry like instantly shot him down, but apparently they just didn't fire. Pretty good missile defense for a ship that really wasn't meant as a missile defense ship. But we're coming into gun range, so allocate. Say 30 shots. When you get within range, fire 30 from you two. Or no. Even better, it's slowing back down for me too. Ooh, we got a hit. We got a hit. Missed. Impacts on... Missed. Okay, so my sub is still engaged. I think they're way past there. They're not where that sub thinks they're at. I'll deal with that in a minute. Well, the parry's slowing down, so actually I may cancel the this next strike on this. See how this... Alright, so it's on fire. It's... We can... Okay, so... That should have been it, right? Nothing else is going to be fired? To anyone... Okay, so that should have mission killed that parry. At least we think it. Yeah, it's dead in the water. It's on fire. That's really what matters there. Now, who's next? And I'll let my subs just come north now. Actually, this one can kind of do something like that. So come up to periscope depth. Make sure your radar's off. Submarine has been ordered to periscope depth. Yeah, I know, but okay. I need to adjust your doctrine. I don't want you to dive. I'm trying to get you to the surface for a reason. Memcon. Dive. No. I want you to the surface. Yeah, see, we're still getting emissions from it, though. So its radar and fire control radars are still active. So we haven't completely killed the Perry. I'm willing to use... Weapon is reloading. I'm willing to use another... say 20 shots? 10. What's the SST? Anti-surface range. We're actually within torpedo range. Okay. Weapon is outside the weapon's mount's engagement arc. And we only have 2 rounds per salvo? How many do we have in the magazines? Okay, we only actually have 2 SST-4, so I'm gonna save those torpedoes. It's a real shame that surface ships don't carry surface-to-surface torpedoes anymore. You know, whatever happened to the days of the, the destroyer torpedo, spread. I'm pretty sure the near tip. Yeah, it's just ASW. That's... If only the near tip actually had surface-to-surface capability. Macaronin, I'm pretty sure I've disabled the parry. It's on fire. It still has some radar emissions coming from it, but for the most part, it's basically been mission killed. We're actually within range of the drilling ship now. Dead. Yeah, you can see the fire like ticking up, so it's on fire. As for my submarine down here, I'm gonna do something that may be pretty stupid. Radar on. Okay, so everything's outside of your radar range, so just keep creeping in. Actually, at the rate I'm going, I'm actually going to be within torpedo range of the Yavuz Sea drilling ship here shortly. Don't think I'm going to let that parry get away either. Assuming it doesn't sink from the fire, my plan is to use torpedoes from one of my 2 submarines to finish it off. I just need it slowed down to where it can't maneuver, and hopefully took out its towed array. I didn't know that, Pixel. I missed that video. Target is at a weapons range. Okay, so just keep closing. I'm getting a little too focused. I gotta go check out, see how other things are going here. Okay, so my submarine up to the north is just about in position, so I'm gonna send him closer in towards the shoreline there. I'm gonna send my patrol boat here, can go north. And see if we can go after that Seahawk that's hanging around here. He's probably dipping. But so far, no other S-70s have come up, so if we can take out that S-70, that may actually free up the air ASW in this area. Alright, so let's go back to the service engagement. Manually target. As soon as you can get within weapons range to fire the torpedoes, fire them at the primary target here. And then you guys can actually turn to go north a little bit. And probably drop back down to cruise. You don't have a towed array, do you? You do not. In fact, this is the patrol boat that doesn't even have a hull sonar, so you're no threat to my submarines when they come in. I'm gonna use... go that way, expend a couple of shots. Against the F-503 there. Oh, we hit something. Yes. Okay, so we got a couple of hits in on it, but nothing critical. It's still going at 5 knots. I'm going to slow my own speed down a little bit. Alright, I'm going to have to close in some more here. We're... Lots of misses at this angle, I think. Yeah. Alright, so light damage to that one, but it doesn't look like anything critical. The parry is continuing to burn and slowly ticking up. We just got like 76mm guns on the on our SAG. I really should have thrown on, well, should have played this in editor mode, then I could have added like an Iowa or something like that. If need be, I can close into Orlican cannon range. But that may be just cutting it a little too close. Yeah, see, he's speeding up now. I guess everything's a miss, right? Yeah. Well, we got a hit. Yeah, lots of misses. Too many misses. Okay, so... It's not really a good angle to be firing in. They're all going up to 33 knots, though, so they must have detected the torpedoes. Yeah, because even over there, all the frigates just accelerated. So they've got the torpedoes located, but none of them are the real target. So I'm going to take this opportunity while there's no ASW in the area to bring my subs to the surface or to the periscope depth and run at flank speed or run at full speed. Periscope depth. That should let me recharge the batteries and run at slightly higher speeds. Alright, looks like the torpedoes have acquired. Got their helo. Who just took off? Somebody just took off. Oh, Cap just took off. Okay. Torpedoes look like they've acquired. There's a hit. No damage. Oh, yeah, medium damage. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's go ahead, slow down myself, and we'll finish our primary target off here with guns. In fact, I'm going to only fire from... Been 15 rounds, fire. Well, we're not getting splashes. We are actually getting hits here. Weapon endgame. Alright, so I'm going to keep running my ships north now. It's on fire, it's flooding. For all intents and purposes, if the fire or flooding doesn't kill it, then my submarines, which are closing in, should kill it. That Perry is burning, and the burning is continuing to slowly tick up. The Kalkin over there is just a torpedo magnet waiting for my submarines to get within range. And I fully intend to mission kill that Perry. Speed time up here a little bit. Okay, so we actually do have a sonar contact. Okay, I thought these two would have been past my submarine by now. That's good to know. I did have a Goblin contact. Okay, I have a Goblin contact there. That may actually be the US sub. But Hydra 1 Can do that. Hydra 2 generally follow in the same course. We are technically in missile range of the ASW group there. But as we've seen, the Perrys are actually pretty good missile defense ships, so I'm going to close in, even though I do have a lot more harpoons on Hydra 1. 24 harpoon Cs. I thought I had some harpoon... Yes, I have 24 harpoon Bs, and then I have 16 exosets. And then SAG-2 has 12 exosets and another 24 harpoons. So I do have the missiles to take out that group, but again, I do want to close in a little closer. If possible, I do know that this group, if you get too close, will fire harpoons at my surface action groups. So I'm looking out for that. But I do want to save as much of that missile capacity that for those two groups for use against those ones. And I have no idea how I'm going to neutralize that drilling ship yet. Okay, so he's recharging his batteries. Your battery is dead. Okay, so come up to the surface. Or come up and then make sure your radars are off. Okay, so you have no choice but to just sit there. Go to creep with your diesels. And you are recharging too. Okay. I think these two skunks are actually back here. Now back to the surface engagement. If I was smart, this is when I would have fired my harpoons, is literally when there was no time to respond. Live and learn. And my own impatience. Oh, helps if I hit play. At my current course, I'm going to come alongside the Perry. Defense Greece, if you're still around, you may want to take a look at the ROE for the Turkish side. Because I'm pretty sure they should actually be firing their guns at me right now, too. I don't realize this stuff had AIP fuel as well. That's good to know. How's our parry doing? Oh, you're still burning. Still slowly ticking up. Elevation. I'm gonna keep moving my recon team into place. Looks like another patrol boat coming out. This stuff's almost out of battery, so it can come up to surface. You probably don't have a sonar. No, you don't. I only have 14 torpedoes, though. And only 4 exosets left. You have 14 torpedoes. You have exosets, or you have harpoons. You know what? I can let this sub get in close. Bumblebee, this is Aegean in Flames. It's the Command Live scenario that just released today. So far, things are about even. The air war is kind of in a lull right now as both sides are kind of rearming. I tried to strike on the Izmir refinery and kind of screwed it up. But I've also shot down my own fair share of Turkish F-16s. And on that, nothing too exciting. I have taken out one of my primary targets in the Yavuz drilling ship that's over here off of Cyprus. It's not sunk yet, but it's on fire. It's flooding. And I'm about to take out another Perry-class frigate. Okay, so what I want to do before I do what I'm about to do, I want to go to this group. I want to go to AMRAAMs. And I don't want you to fire against this target. No automatic fire. Okay. I'm going to try another sweep to get that helicopter, but I don't want to waste AMRAAMs on it. My AMRAAM supply is not unlimited. That patrol boat's just about within firing range. Where'd that sonobui come from? Oh, must have been dropped by the helo. Wait, did I not? Oh, I must have got within. I must have forgot to tell my patrol boat to fire at it. Oops. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're gonna pick up the last survivor up there. And when you get within range, which should be soon, and not quite. They still got a ways to go before they're within range. And as far as the surface engagement goes, I think it's time to start firing at that parry. Go and turn a little bit. That should open up the guns. There we go. Oh, let's take, say, 35 shots. And 80. Oh, take expend 20. Okay, we got a good hit on his engines because he's slowing down now. What's the cannon's range? 1.5 nautical miles. Actually, we're almost within. We're almost within my 30 millimeter cannon range. Well, might as well. We did get a chunk of the Perry's engines, though. Slowed down to 2 knots. And that one's still on fire. How's the drilling ship? Still burning, still flooding. So we're just about to the edge of the box. Alright, oh. That would be my F-16s firing at the helo. Go get him, guys. That was my thinking. Defense crease was if my if the surface ships didn't get them, then the surface ships would. All right, turn around as soon as you get within pore sight limits. Fire another 2. Where's that missile going? I have no idea where those are going. That's a new one. Yeah, I have no idea where those missiles thought they were going. Did I actually click fire, like, on bearing or something like that? I guess I could have done a BOL launch, but I didn't think, AIM 2000s could be fired on BOL. Oh, those 2 are a waste. And both acquired the target. Got a hit. Okay, so I'm willing to let it just stand. He's going to RTB anyway. Might as well not push my luck there. Come back up to 36,000 feet. And how are we going over here? Not quite within cannon range yet. Although what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift your station. Switch to this station. And then when you turn to start sprinting there... Oh. It's a shame you can't fire Sea Sparrows in service mode. I don't think Sea Sparrows have a service mode anyway. They do have a service mode. Really? Okay, well, that solves the problem. Sam's in service mode. Yes. Yes, I want to use Sam's in service mode. Target is within minimum range. Of course it is. Okay, so then turn like that and charge out a missile of range. What is the minimum range on the Sparrow anyway? Minimum range is 1 nautical mile. So we're just inside of it. Okay, so then do this. Do that, then do that. Actually, might as well go on the same general heading as he is. And that should put us just outside of missile range. Curious to see what their missile reaction time is, being less close. Also curious to see how the Sea Sparrow does in surface mode. I don't think I've ever used Sea Sparrows in surface-to-surface mode. I've used SM2s, but never Sea Sparrows. Okay, so let's turn on to our new heading here. Let's go to creep. Can't believe I'm about to do this. Fire 2, let's just see what happens. Okay. That Alright, well then, that's a dead frigate. Let's finish her off with guns here. No need to expend more Sea Sparrows against it. Let's do... Oh, what's that say? Expend, say, 30 rounds? I'll wait till the other one turns around before I start firing. Yeah, fire damage now. It's slowing down some more, so we got it. We got its engines. I do have a helo, but I think it's rearming Defense Grease, and I'm also theoretically inside of their own SAM range, so I'd rather not risk launching my helo right now. I do though. I don't think I have unassigned from that mission before I forget, but I do have some UAVs. Knight Rider unassigned from the mission and head north. Knight Rider 2 unassigned from your mission and head to the north. We have a goblin? Oh crap! Okay. Slow down to creep, go down to shallow, turn. They have another goblin in the area. Oh boy. That was bad, and it caught me with when I was at flank recharging my batteries. Yeah, that's a dead parry. Let's see. The Miko, you do have a hull sonar, correct? You do, but no towed array. Is there anybody else with a towed array over here? I don't think so. Just to be on the safe side. And then we're gonna send my ships back to the north here. Okay, so now it's really on fire. And the good thing is we didn't get any air defenses from it either, so okay, so you're back. Who just fired a missile? Okay, that's harpoons coming from their SAG at mine. So I'm gonna dump all the missiles from Group 1. Parry's first. Ada. The Ada doesn't. Okay, it's one that does not have the. Okay, so the parries in that group are the ones that gotta go. Split between 4. The reason I'm firing off all the missiles, guys, is it's either going to be use them or lose them here. If I don't use them, I'm risk losing them, and I don't like ships dying with weapons still in their magazines. And then I guess I'll take 8 and I'll fire it at the Ada. If any of these get through, it's going to be massive overkill. And then you guys are also weapons free on your own air-to-air weapons. Why are we not engaging? Oh, they're outside of our range. You guys should be weapons free right now. Why aren't you guys firing? Weapons free? And you guys are weapons free too. Alright, so it looks like most of these missiles are going for SAG 1. Again, why am I not firing Sea Sparrows? Don't do the automatic engage, or don't do that. Go down this way. You're just going to mask your batteries if you do that. Okay, I'm gonna have to manually do this. Fire 2. Fire 2. Missile 3. Fire 2. Normally I don't manually control my missiles like this, but that one's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, so 2 more coming in. Fire 2. And fire 2. That's not what I intended to happen there. 2, fire. All in all, that actually didn't go too bad. Why is that? Okay. That's a new one. Not sure where that vampire is going, but I have anything that can... no, everybody's reloading right now. of this group turn. Alright, let's see how my own missile strike goes here. Torpedo coming in on my submarine. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, it missed. 2 torpedoes on my submarine. They're at 35 feet. Die. We know that's hostile. And go that way. If you're gonna disengage, go that way. I don't know what those depth of those torpedoes are. Yeah. Darn. Well, that was my own fault. I don't think I have my own... Alright, let's launch the missile strike and then I'll worry about ASW assets over that way. I'm betting that none of these missiles actually make it. That's my bet anyway. And we can actually increase TC here. We don't have to run it 2. Commander, you delivered an initial significant strike to the Turkish forces. Continue with the same at the same pace, but expect Turkish retaliation. Human sources from NIS suggest that counterstrikes are on their way. Be cautious and cunning. Don't let your guard down. Well, that was complete overkill for those 2 groups. But they did whittle down my strike quite well. I mean, that's only down... I think only 1 actually hit the first parry. And the other, only 2 actually got past it. 8 were aimed at the Ada. I don't know how many hit that one. And then the front parry had 12 targeted on it, and 4 actually got by it. And more missile incoming. Again, why am I not, like, firing my missiles? Like, they're well within range here. Okay, so fire... 2. Do I have anybody else that actually has an angle here? I do not. Okay, so you're just going to have to target everybody. Not sure why I had to manually fire my defensive missiles, but I'll take it. Anybody else that can go after that one? I don't think anybody actually... Weapon is reloading. Okay, so turn away and go to flank speed. Are you still trying? You're still engaged defensive? I told you to turn that off. Ignore. Oh, that's MCON under attack. Yes. And automatic evasion is no. this group is no. Actually, can anybody from this group fire missiles? Target's out of weapons range. Okay, so you can actually turn away 2 and go to flank speed. The missiles are searching. They don't have me. You can tell that they're searching because they're kind of doing that back and forth. So I need to get out of their cone as quickly as I can here. Turn and run to flank, guys. In fact, let's go that way. I doubt I'm going to be able to clear out far enough, but... yeah, they're going to get me. Yep, they're straightening in. Okay, so anybody from this group have the range now? Fire. One apiece. One. Okay, no one else can. Are your radars on? Yeah, your radars are on, okay. Alright, well... but hold doesn't mean, like, they won't fire. Hold basically means that they should only fire in self-defense. Hold doesn't mean that they don't fire at all. Yeah, I'm gonna lose ships. I'm not sure why I'm not firing. Probably going to watch this attack, guys, and then probably going to call it a day. How are things coming up here? The parry's still burning. You're still burning. Let's fire off rounds at him. We're within cannon range. Fire. I doubt the Orlican cannons are actually going to do much damage, but you never know. Wouldn't want to be on that Corvette right now. Or that frigate. Where's my other sub at, by the way? Okay, so you're still moving north. Alright, so I'm gonna maneuver. You're recharging battery still, yeah.
Tactical. Buster 2-1, negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain hold 7.
That's gonna be another sunk frigate.
Tactical. Buster 2-1, negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain hold 7.
I want to pause. I want to go see where everybody else is at. All right, we are gonna have. Looks like we are gonna have some incoming strikes here. Looks like we got a group there. That looks like Cap. That I think is actually a strike. Sam's coming in on my... Okay, go... Turn away and go to burner. Is that from the Ada? No, no, no. Don't... You guys were gonna get away. Don't... There's no need to automatic evade. Just run away. Turn. Go to burner and run away. Yeah, I shouldn't have lost that one. Yeah, I shouldn't have lost that one. That... Yeah, because none of, like, Defense Grace, none of my... Going back to the missile engagement, none of my SAMs fired from my ships. Not one. I had to manually fire everyone. So, I don't know what's going on there, but... It's no biggie. I mean, I only lost, what, 2 ships there? Heavy damage to another frigate. That one's is gonna sink too. So all in all, that's... This northern group's pretty... Or this eastern group, I guess, is pretty much neutralized at this point. The drilling ship is eventually gonna catch fire and sink, assuming I don't do anything else against it. That parry's basically done. That parry's just waiting to burn. I'm just gonna keep closing in like I'm doing. Wonder how far that goblin could have got. What I should probably do is slow down to creep and then go to shallow. The 8 is gonna sink too. Who fired missiles? I have no idea what those rapiers are firing at. Yeah, I don't know what they're firing at. They're out of range of everything. That's an AMRAM. Oh! My cap is engaging. It's actually nice to get the jump on the Turkish F-16s for once. Go get him, guys! Nice! Missile away. Sabotage has been destroyed, but there are survivors. You know, I don't really feel like rescuing Turkish pilots. Can my AMRAMs retarget? No, probably not. Close in from Sidewinders, guys. Oh, they need to dive down. Turn in, get up. Whew. That could have been bad. There are times I'm happy that there's no friendly fire. Well, generally there's not friendly fire. Going in for the gun kill. Ooh. What are these? And are those the rapiers? Or is there maybe, or is there closer Sams? Oh. I don't know where those things are going. You guys can probably RTB though. Are those S400s? No, those can't be S400s. I have no idea what SAMs those were. The only SAMs I detected were from those rapier batteries, but there's no way those were rapiers. Unless the positioning for those is way off and they were actually way over here. Yeah, I can tell they're becoming more aggressive now. Yeah, same thing with those SAMs. I have no idea where those SAMs are coming from. Unless those are like SM2s or something. Which I guess is entirely possible. But we're gonna turn. Actually, we're gonna turn away and we're gonna go to Afterburner. Actually, you should just RTB. You're by yourself. Now go to burner. And dive. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh. I got so distracted by the gunfight that I forgot to take out their patrol boat. Okay, so turn. We'll take care of this patrol boat, and then I'm gonna probably call it a day, guys. Fire 2. Actually, fire 1. I'll fire a second torpedo if need be, but... And you can just come up to periscope depth. Oh, you're already at periscope depth. I don't think my torpedo has the range to do it. I think my torpedo's going to run out of energy before it gets there. I may have to kill that one with our harpoon. No, don't dive on threat. You're fine. There's nobody nearby. Dive on threat. No. You're fine to come up to periscope depth. And just maneuver north a little bit. Yeah. I actually don't think that torpedo has the range. I think I left it too late. $16 knots, 32. I may get it. But I think I'm going to run out of fuel. But that may be the kinematic range. That may not be max range. Alright, so this sag can go like that. Bring Hydra 2 around now. The good news is that since I didn't use any of Hydra 2's harpoons or exosets, it still has full magazines. So I think my plan, and even Hydra 1 still has 8 exosets left. So I think my plan is going to be to use Hydra 1 to kind of clear the way towards this northern group for Hydra 2. Assuming, of course, that they don't get an airstrike against them. Which, that looks suspiciously like an airstrike. So actually, I'm going to change their course. I'm going to go south, and let's go to flank. Just go directly south, and go to your best speed. Okay. Radars. Turn everything off. Jammers can stay on for right now. Yeah, that looks like a strike. And that is definitely a strike coming in right there. That's coming in on my other action group. We'll worry about that in a second, though. Let's go back to the torpedo. Are we going to get the hit? Oh, yeah, we should be fine. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so you just maneuver over there close to shore. Bring that sub back a little bit. It's getting a little too far in there. Bring my frigate back to the east to hopefully take out that Seahawk. That's definitely closing in on my submarine now. Okay, so stop and go as deep as possible. Put her on the bottom. Sensors. How's my Kiwas ready to go yet? They are not. Okay, so I'm gonna lose the sack. So what I'm going to do here is, before I lose this surface action group, the Avuz mounts engagement arc. Okay, so turn like that. That should fix that. There we go. So fire 3. We're gonna fire another 3 at you. So 1 ship down. And you just expend basically everything else into the side of the... Well, you fire and... Might as well kill what I can before I lose this group. They don't have the defenses to survive that incoming strike, so I'm going to expend at least what I can. Alright, got that one. And then against the Yavuz, basically expend everything else. Fire. 2 less Sea Sparrows. Throwing ship is going to sink no matter what happens at this point, but you turn, unmask your battery, keep firing. Yeah, here comes the missiles. Okay, Sea Sparrows are reloading. Yeah. I mean, there's really no way this group is surviving, so... Oh, we didn't sink! That actually surprises me, but that was just their first wave. Go to flank. Who's launching at this point still? Are they dropping troops? Oh, attack helicopters. If you get within range, take the shot. More missiles incoming. Probably bombs. Guided supersonic. Oh, sea skimmers. Or whatever they, SOMs? SOJs? Yep. Lost one of my patrol boats. probably going to lose the second one too, but he stands a little bit better of a chance. How long till the weapon's reloaded? Sea Sparrow. Oh, I'm out of Sea Sparrows. Why does it still say I have 6 left? Oh, it's because I'm looking at the magazine, not the weapon. The weapon, still 4 minutes to reload it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna... No way. Okay, so then just run south as fast as you can, go to flank. Oh, unless those were escorts, which I wouldn't complain if those were escorts. Those were probably escorts. Nice! Well, all in all, Hydra... What is it? Hydra 3 actually did pretty good job. I mean, I've expended it. There's 6 Sea Sparrows offensively left. Other than that, they have no offensive weapons left. Well, other than near-tip torpedoes. So if I could find that other submarine, then I could actually use the frigate to protect my sub while the sub finishes off the last 2. Oh, those healers are going after my my troops. Let's move my sand battery. Alright, well, it looks like I must have got a chunk of that S-70, because he's definitely falling back to base now. Okay, my sub can now come up. Okay, so S-113's batteries are now recharged. Alright, come up to periscope depth. Make sure your sensors are off, and go to creep. Move you down that way. Move you around the island. Hydra 4 is coming in within range now. That's good. I'm going to change your course, kind of go towards the... something like that. And I think with that, guys, I think that's going to bring us to the end of today's stream. Been going for, God, almost 4 hours already. Wow. That went by quick. I didn't think it had been that long. So thank you all for watching. I will be back on Saturday with picking up this for sure. I don't know if I'm going to restart again. If there is a patch to the scenario, I may restart, or if depending on when it comes out, if it comes out, I may play through some offline and then pick up about where we are now. Or I may pick up on this one. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens the rest of the week. And with that, everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.